why a monopolist never produces in the inelastic portion of the demand curve, or why it always produces in the elastic portion, right? So let's first try to understand the relation and draw the diagram here. In order to understand the relation between elasticity, AR and MR, let's write down the relation. Okay, that is MR is equals to AR into 1 minus 1 by EP. Perfect. Now, if EP is elastic, that is greater than 1, then MR is in that region positive. And if EP is unit elastic, in that region, MR is 0. And if it is inelastic, then the MR should be negative. So this is the relation. Now let's draw and show it diagrammatically. So here is output, and here we measure our AR, MR and MC curve. Now so this is the AR curve. This is the MR curve. Okay, and let's draw our MC curve. Okay, now equilibrium is in the position where MR is equals to MC. That is here. And the price is determined here. Now let's check the elasticity of this area where this output is produced. Okay, so when MR is 0, EP is 1, right? So MR is 0 at this point, so I can say that EP will be is equals to 1 at this position. That means from here to here, MR is positive when EP is elastic. So this whole region here, EP greater than 1. And below this region, when MR is negative, EP is less than 1. So it is very clear here that at the point of production equilibrium, it is in the elastic portion of AR curve, and that is where the monopolist will always try to produce. Now, why is it so? So if it is producing at the inelastic portion, so it is not profitable because it can increase its profit. Why? Because here the monopolist will continue to increase the price, because in the inelastic portion, for increase in price, the change in output is not much. So it can just keep on increasing the output and it will stop until it reaches the elastic portion. Okay, so that is the logical reason. Now mathematically, let's try to understand this reason. Now the point of production, that is equilibrium, profit maximizing point of a monopolist, is MR is equals to MC. Correct? Now we know that marginal cost of production should be greater than 0, it cannot be negative. With the limited resources, if you are increasing production, the change in cost will obviously increase. So marginal cost is positive when there is production. Now if MC is greater than 0, to maintain the equilibrium, that means MR should also be greater than 0. Now from here it is very evident that when is MR greater than 0? When EP is greater than 1. So MR is greater than 0 when EP is greater than 1. So in equilibrium, MR is equals to MC, which should be positive when EP is greater than 1. So the monopolist will always produce in the elastic range. So this is the answer for you, the first part. Now let's have a look at the second part. So this is a numerical. So here it is given that the demand and total cost function. Okay, so this is the AR curve, that is the demand, and this is the total cost function that is given. So let us write down. AR is equals to P is equals to 132 minus 8x. So TR is equals to PQ is equals to 130. Okay, it's X here, so let's use X. So we have AR, we have TR. Now let's calculate MR. That is dTR by dx. Equals to 132 minus 16x. So this is the MR. Now we have MR. And this is our AR. What else is given? In the question we are given TC. TC is equals to how much? Let's check. Okay, so TC is x cube minus 14x square plus 69x. TC is equals to 14x square. Okay. X cube minus 14x square plus 69x. So we have x cube here minus a plus 69x and 128. Let's just check if we have written it correct or not. Right. So from TC, I will need MC. Why? In order to find out the equilibrium condition of x. So MC is equals to 3x square minus 28x plus 69. So this is our MC. Okay. Now, we have to find out the equilibrium output here. Okay. So in equilibrium, MR is equals to MC for a monopolist. So that is 132 minus 16x is equals to 3x square minus 28x plus 69. Let's solve. So here we get 3x square minus 28x plus 16x plus 69 minus 132 is equals to 0. So this is a quadratic equation that we are getting, right? So how much is this? This is 2, and then we get here 12x, and here we have 3 and 6. So this is equal to 0. So we can take 3 as common. So x square minus 4x minus 21 is equal to 0. So let's take middle term factorization. So we have x square minus 7x plus 3x minus 21 is equal to 0. Right? So let's take x as common. So x minus 7 plus 3 as common, x minus 7 is equal to 0. So that is x plus 3, x minus 7 is equal to 0. So after solving, we have x is equal to minus 3 or x is equal to 7. Right. Now what is x? X is output, right? X is output and cannot be negative. Therefore, x should be 7. So what is the equilibrium output that the monopolist should decide to produce is 7 units. Then what is the price? So we know that P is equals to 132 minus 8x. Okay, let's check. That's 132 minus 8x. So we can find out the price charged by the monopolist. That is 132 minus 8 into 7 is equals to 132 minus 56. So this is 6, 5 and 6, and this is 76 dollars, rupees, whatever is given in the question. Okay. So this is the monopolist price. This is the equilibrium quantity. Now let's go back to the question and check what we have to show. Right. So show that the monopolist produces output, that is we have got x is equals to 7, right? So this production takes place in the elastic range. That means we have to show at x is equals to 7, EP should be greater than 1. This is what we have to show. That means we have to calculate the elasticity here. So let's first define the elasticity formula. So what is own price elasticity? Own price elasticity is EPX is equals to minus of delta Q by delta P into P by Q, or since this is for x and we are going to use derivative, so if I take the modulus of the value, then I will not consider the minus value. So the mod of EPX will be dx by dp into P by x. So that means what we have is our demand function. What is our demand function? P is equals to 132 minus 8x. Okay. So we need to find out this derivative, correct? So let's first, from here, let's get x is equals to 132 minus p by 8. Therefore, dx by dp, right, differentiating with respect to p, we get minus 1 by 8. Now, how much is the EP? So we will, okay, let's not take the modulus now. Let's just simply calculate the value of EPX. So EPX is equals to dx by dp into p by x. This is equals to minus 1 by 8. How much is p? We have got 72 here. Okay, 76 here. And this is 7 here. So whatever this is very clear is greater than, if I take the mod value, so that is greater than 1. I'm not simplifying, but it's very evident from here that it is greater than 1. Therefore, here EPX is greater than 1 at x is equals to 7. Therefore, verified that the monopolist is producing at the elastic range of the demand curve.